Good morning. Today we will discuss about the karstic embrittlement after the discussion of sludge and scale formation with its preventive methods. Karstic embrittlement is the phenomenon during which boiler material becomes brittle due to accumulation of karstic substances. It is a type of boiler corrosion which is caused by highly alkaline water in boiler, particularly at those places which are under stress such as rivets, joints and bends, with the result that boiler material becomes brittle. When water is softened by lime soda process, some free soda may still present in soft water which undergoes decomposition in high pressure boilers, and NaOH and carbon dioxide are produced. NaOH makes boiler water caustic or alkaline. This caustic water penetrates into minute cracks present in the inner wall of boiler. On evaporation of water, the concentration of dissolved NaOH progressively increases, which attacks the iron, converting it to sodium ferrite and cause embrittlement of boiler parts. Another source of formation of NaOH in boiler water is presence of natural alkalinity in water. The iron surrounded by concentrated NaOH becomes anodic side, which is corroded, whereas the iron surrounded by dilute NaOH becomes cathodic side. The concentrate alkali dissolve the iron as sodium ferrite. Further dissolution of iron takes place because of the regeneration of NaOH and precipitate of Fe3O4 according to the reaction. Then the prevention of karstic embrittlement. It can be prevented by maintaining the pH value of water and neutralization of alkali by using sodium phosphate as a softening reagent in the external treatment of boiler. Karstic embrittlement can also be prevented by adding tannin or lignin or sodium sulfate, which prevents the infiltration of caustic soda solution, blocking the hair cracks. The next is boiler corrosion. It is a disintegration or decay of boiler material either due to chemical or electrochemical reaction with its environment. Then the causes or types of boiler corrosion: corrosion due to dissolved oxygen, corrosion due to dissolved carbon dioxide, corrosion due to acid formation by the dissolved salts. Then the first we will take corrosion due to dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen in the presence of moisture and at high pressure directly attacks the boiler material through the following reactions. Then the removal of dissolved oxygen. It is removed by the preheating as solubility of gases decreases with increase in temperature. So at approx 65 degrees centigrade, complete oxygen is removed. By adding chemical, the dissolved oxygen present in boiler feed water can be removed by the addition of sodium sulfide or hydrazine. At the reaction can be written as below. One more method is also available to remove dissolved oxygen, that is mechanical deaeration. This deaeration involves spraying of water through a perforated plate fitted tower heated from side by steam jacket. Low pressure is maintained in the tower with the help of vacuum pump connected to it. Since the solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure and inversely proportional to temperature, so the oxygen concentration in water can be reduced by maintaining high temperature, low pressure and large exposed area. Corrosion due to dissolved oxygen. The source of carbon dioxide in water, either dissolved carbon dioxide gas or bicarbonates. If bicarbonate present in water, this bicarbonate on heating or on boiling, this decomposes as magnesium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide reacts with water and there is a formation of carbonic acid. Then the removal of carbon dioxide. First method is same as the dissolved oxygen removal, that is preheating. Second is chemical treatment by adding calculated quantity of ammonia. This ammonium hydroxide reacts with the carbon dioxide and there is a formation of ammonium carbonate and water. And second method is mechanical deaeration. It removes dissolved oxygen as well as carbon dioxide from the feed water. Third is corrosion due to acid from dissolved salt. The hydrolysis of magnesium chloride and other acidic salt liberate HCl, the liberated HCl reacts with the boiler material in a chain reaction. Consequently, presence of small amount of magnesium chloride will cause corrosion of iron to a large extent, and it can be prevented by using soft water in the boiler for steam generation. Then the prevention, how we can prevent the formation of boiler corrosion. Then the priming and forming, it's a production or formation of continuous foam or hard bubbles in a boiler. Forming is due to presence of substances like oil in boiler water. Then priming, it is a process in which some particles in water are carried along with the steam. The resulting process is called wet steam or carryover. The process of formation of wet steam in boiler is known as priming. Then the causes of forming, the presence of large amount of dissolved solids, high steam velocity, sudden boiling, improper boiling design, sudden increase in steam production rate. Then the disadvantages of priming, dissolved salt in boiler water are carried out by the wet steam to turbine blades, which reduce their efficiency. Dissolved salts may enter the parts of the other machinery, may decrease the life of machine. Actual height of the water column cannot be judged properly, thereby this problem may be created. Then the preventive methods, by proper designing, by fitting mechanical steam purifier, by maintaining low water level, by using soft water, by decreasing the amount of dissolved salt. Then the forming, it's a production of foam or bubble in boiler water. Then the causes, low level of water, the presence of dissolved salt in water, the sudden increase in steam production rate,